Some unfortunate news out there this morning. I do apologize, guys, if it sounds a bit more hollow or echoey right now. I'm currently moving out of this office into a brand new one, which should be fun, although not so fun news, as Midnight Society confirmed just yesterday that unfortunately they will be closing their doors. After 3 years in development of the game that many people were hoping for, formerly, of course, associated with Dr. Disrespect, that being Dead Drop, well, apparently it is no more, as it was actually first brought up on social media by some former employees who kind of were given notice, a short notice at that funding had stopped for the entire studio, and a couple hours later, Midnight Society themselves confirmed those rumors.
So wait, what exactly is Midnight Society? We'll go to that one after this one, Daniel. We'll check it out, man. You guys don't know exactly. I think that's the thing that Dr.
Midnight Society will be closing its doors after 3 incredible years, with an amazing team of over 55 developers contributing to our new.
They're like the people that help him do like his content, so like editors and stuff like that. I think that's what that is.
IP Dead Drop. We are actively seeking other game studios that would be interested in offering employment opportunities to our talented team members.
Oh, so they're working on a game. Okay.
Please forward this message to them or DM us for direct introductions. We express our sincere gratitude to each and every one of our community members and deeply sorry we were unable to reach our ultimate goal. And for many out there, this probably comes as no surprise as the lack of updates over the past, I would say, long while, ever since the Dr. Disrespect controversy. Of course, him separating himself or them separating ways with him publicly, and they were one of the first people to announce ever since his controversy now over 6 months ago involving messaging of a minor and the whole Twitch ban, which I'm not going to try and dive back into. When I say controversy, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. And so ever since he was no longer a face of this studio and no longer a face attached to the game, it seemed like the game really had no chance, if I'm being blunt about it. And even with the game updates that we were given with 3 years into the project, I think it's also fair to say that expectations were a bit higher than what was seen executed and actually released to the public. At one point, I was certainly excited to see this. I think we've seen a tail off when it comes to creators and streamers and individuals out there in the gaming esports scene who are trying to push these titles and be attached to studios.
Yeah,
like this.
I kind of figured if Dr. Disrespect had anything going on, it's done.
Another case of that. But I did get the pleasure over the past many years to meet a lot of the members over there at Midnight Society.
From what I know, Rocky, it wasn't touched, but was messaging a minor. So I watched a lot of videos about it, and this was before, obviously I thought about doing reactions, but all he basically, Dr. Disrespect says to like say that he didn't do anything illegal is saying that he was talking to a minor, but someone that what do you call it, was at the age of consent from where they're from, which obviously they don't go into a lot of detail, but they say that that whoever he was talking to was of age, of consent, in whatever country that they are from, and that's all the details he pretty much gives.
And it sucks, especially when you meet these people face to face. They're very kind, very nice people, I'm sure very hardworking as well. And you understand what the goal of what they were trying to do. It sucks. It is never fun when people, especially dozens, nearly 100 people out there now jobless and looking for different jobs in the industry, an industry that certainly is very cutthroat. But what was interesting was Dr. Disrespect also did respond on all of this, and seemingly claiming that
he has a response. I'm surprised.
Midnight Society, or at least the studio portion. I don't really know what that means and what is left to actually be owning, but he did clarify his position in all of this. Also says, their parting of ways with him back in the day had done him wrong, and he has no ill will towards the devs and the staff over there. But yeah, they are done. They are closing their doors.
Rant. What's up? Is Midnight Society really closing down? Dead Drop shut down today. Yeah, it shut down. For those saying like, buy it, Doc. I already own it. Like, that's never changed. That never changed. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he does not look good. This dude look like he's been struggling with life for the last 2 years. Look at him. Damn, dude.
Closed down. Very unfortunate in the sense, and a lot of people went to that studio because of our specific vision, and I'll speak on this right now. All right, I chose not to speak about Midnight Society and Dead Drop and how they handled things with me, because it was just because it was still an active project, and these people who've got families and they're hardworking developers, they all went there because of our specific vision for a studio in the modern day of like, how does a studio come to be, right? You know, in terms of this whole open development, transparent, high level communication. You know, we wanted our community right there beside us as we build the game. And that's kind of how we had to do things, just based off of, you know, investments.
This dude's just kind of, he's just kind of beating around the bush about what, he's just explaining what a studio is instead of explaining why it didn't, like why it got shut down.
Want to build a very like high level AAA gaming experience, you're going to, you know, it's not like, hey, all right, there's $100 million to work with, right? We built it from the ground up, literally from the ground up. So, you know, it's all, you know, there's a lot of passionate developers that came over.
Yeah, I think that's what everybody does, bro.
With us, or decided to take the chance in coming along with us with our vision of the studio and this particular game.
Yeah, for real, Rocky. I mean, I don't get it, dude, because he even cheated on his wife, too, so... I don't know, dude. Fame and wealth will change people in crazy ways. You'd be surprised.
In game concept that I had in terms of this vertical battle royale experience, and we got to a particular stage where, you know, you guys got to basically experience certain aspects of the game of the complete vision. You know, it wasn't a complete vision, but you got to experience certain aspects of that complete vision, right? Of that vision, I guess you could say. But you know, so I never really spoke about it because it's still an active project, and you know, there's active people, again, talented people that were there because of that and because of the Doc brand. Myself, you know, my approach to, I guess, game development or an idea or concepts of where games should be, and you know.
Yeah, dude's just literally beating around the bush. He literally has nothing to really say. Dude, Rocky, it's a really common thing, sadly, but I don't know. This dude's not going nowhere. I mean, a lot of people still have a lot of respect for him, but he deserves disrespect. No pun intended.
But yeah, the studio closed down today. So now I could pretty much just fucking tell you that you know, it was handled extremely poorly by leadership. The situation handled extremely poorly.
So we will never get to see Dead Drop. And when it comes to titles that have been pushed by individuals out there, you look back at the time when Doc was actually still attached to this project. We were also talking about 100 Thieves and their video game. That came crashing to a halt far sooner than Dead Drop and Midnight Society did. We've also had Shroud recently kind of touted as his game, which is not his game. It's actually a different Mountaintop Studios, and he is a very, very small owner. But of course, it was pitched as Shroud's game, and that hasn't gone particularly well either. We have OTK, who has tried the same thing, and so we have not seen a real success story come from this kind of angle. Unless I'm missing some, feel free to let me know.
Bro, I was talking about that not that long ago, dude. I didn't know what game it came from, but I know that they had a collab where they named him the Predator for like a skin or something. That was hilarious, bro. I told Daniel about it, dude. Me and him were just dying laughing. That shit's hilarious, dude.
But
and you're right, it
more
didn't
devs
age
are now
well,
out of a job.
or it did.
We will not see Dead Drop
Depends how you
seemingly
see it.
ever release. And after 3 years, Midnight Society is officially done.
Yeah, I'm not
I don't
sure.
know if Doc is going to somehow bring that back and launch something of his own. If he is an owner, if he'll clarify his position. But until next time, hope you guys all enjoy your weekend. Next time you see me, it'll be a brand new setup. And it's gonna require some work. We're gonna piece it together slowly. But I appreciate you being here as per usual. Drink that water and coffee, and I'll catch you back here sometime soon. Take care.
Yeah. Okay. Let's subscribe to this guy. He looks like he has good news content. But yeah, what do you guys think? I thought it was kind of. So anything coming with Dr. Disrespect, it's all done.